All right, so I'm going to start off by taking your video up here. Here's that side covered with new shingles. Here's the rubber. My son's finishing up the metal that goes around the perimeter there. But super important. What I wanted to explain to you was, and I didn't charge anything for this extra barge board. I did like 20 foot of barge board capping around there. Obviously, I'm not going to do the whole thing because we usually charge a lot of money for that, but it just gives it a nice, clean, handsome finish to those shingles. What I do want to show you though is this. As I put the new metal on, we didn't discuss the barge board, we didn't discuss running that or this, but don't panic. I'm tossing this all for free. The Lord has done a good work in you. But as I was doing this, obviously up here, I start to take a look at this roof. And you don't have to be a roofer to know that this is not ideal. You know what I mean? Those are not tiny splits. It's next to a size 11 shoe. And unfortunately, somebody coated this, but the problem is with granulated material, you can't put aluminum coating on it because what it does, the granules that are on the roll roofing are like they're not chemically conducive with the petroleum content in the aluminum coating. So yes, you could use it on rubber. No, you cannot use it on granulated rubber, and here's why. Because it starts a chemical process of breaking down, because the adhesive in the granulated material and the petroleum content and the aluminum coating actually go to war with each other, and obviously the petroleum content, the aluminum coating wins, and this is what winds up happening to your roof. And it is everywhere. So I don't know if you want to, if you're flipping this house soon, then I guess it doesn't matter, and you just tell them buyer beware. But if you're holding on to this, you really, not for nothing, but putting the money out for the back roof is not as important as this. This is the main structure of your home, and I can see in it. Now, the fact that you probably have that old gray insulation in there from when you built these homes is probably why you're not, leaking like a faucet right now. But you're definitely taking on water. It's probably just getting sucked up by your insulation. But this is everywhere. It's not a here or there. This is the front of the house, front side, the area next to the whirlybird, between the whirlybird and the chimney, which is also open. Somebody tried to just paint this with roofing cement. Roofing cement without bonding element always separates and splits like this. Like, always. I hate to tell you this, what you should have done was put on a new roof if you're keeping it. If you're keeping the house. If you're not keeping the house, then it's whatever. It's not a big deal. But if you are keeping the house, I highly, I cannot stress enough how much I recommend that you do something about this, just so you don't get any joist damage, just so you don't get any decking damage. When you're doing that back there, that's beautiful, but this is never good for a roof. Imagine if you had a car tire that looked like that. How far would you get? So obviously, you need some attention here, and I just felt like I would be remiss if I didn't tell you, hey, listen, while I was up here, so we did a little bit extra. Don't have a heart attack, but we did a lot extra for you. But again, that's because, not because we're brothers in Christ, but because, just multiple things. You're a really cool guy. You're a single father of boys. I'm a single father of boys. There's one. The other one's over yonder somewhere. Loading the truck. But I did this whole back for you, just so it matches the side. And I'm not charging you anything for it. There's new custom edge metal on there. Look at this. Isn't that handsome? Here, let me go over there with you. Look at that. Look at how handsome that is. So, I went ahead and ran this whole back for you, as well as this side. Doesn't that look handsome? Beautiful. But we are all finished. I ran all new metal up there. Look at the video from the other day, and then look at this video, and you will see see that finished metal. And again, don't worry, not hitting you for another $500. It's not a bait and switch. It just looks more handsome with it. It's a better finish. It's watertight. Now you don't just have to worry, this side and then maybe hitting this later. This is done, and I threw it in for you. But you definitely. I also wanted to let you know about the roof though, because it's in bad shape. New edge metal capping around here. We just put that last piece on. Now he's just got to flash it closed.